Just me. Hello. It's a great day to be alive. I'm super excited that y'all are here. I see you guys. Some of y'all are already sharing the live experience because it is going down just like it goes down in the DM, and your text message is going down on this live in just a few minutes. So what you wearing? That's what we're talking about today. And we're talking about that little chat that some of us may get from someone we may be talking to. And we're talking about how sometimes what you wear will attract what you sometimes don't want or you do want. So what you wearing? I'm super excited while you're joining in, and I'm going to welcome our guest for today. But while you're joining in, please go ahead and let me know. I always want to know this. What are you doing right now? Tell me what you're doing. Tell me what you're doing and share this broadcast. Tell me what you're doing. I want to know what you're doing on today. So while I'm welcoming our guests for tonight, I also want to welcome all of our wonderful replay visitors. If you're watching this after the live, please make sure you click hashtag replay, and then make sure that you tell me what you're doing also, because that's what we're talking about today. So I'm trying to bring Jasmine up here on the Instagram. She is ready and rolling to talk with us on tonight. There you go. Yes. Here she is. She's coming now, y'all. Jasmine is coming. Hey.
Hey.
So she is coming to us, and she is a special guest on today. I see you, Michelle. You are getting ready to fix a salad. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And fix a salad. Yes, ain't nothing wrong with fixing a salad.
Right, I want to talk. I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
Me too. We was just talking about what we're gonna have for dinner. So y'all, this is Jasmine, and I met her as Jazz through some other fellow workers in ministry. But Jazz, please tell the people a little bit about yourself. I'm so thankful that you're on today. So let's get into it.
No, thank you for having me. So I'm looking at two cameras, so if you guys don't see me paying attention, because I'm trying to see both. But my name is Jasmine. I go by
Jazz. You might have to turn down your volume on your Instagram camera. Sometimes it gives feedback.
Okay, I got you. Let's see.
Turn it all the way down.
Okay.
Hey, Chelsea.
No feedback?
We're perfect. Yes.
All right, good. I thought I turned it down. I don't know what I went down, so I'm sorry, guys. But I am Jasmine. I go by the name Jai Shavell, and I am a creative. So I do a couple of things. I have a t-shirt brand called Jai Shavell Creates, where I have faith-based and Black culture t-shirts and sweatshirts. But I'm really moving over into more of the area where I'm manufacturing for other people and teaching other people how to start their own t-shirt or apparel brands. I also do that for young people in my community for free. I run a program for them. The program for adults is called T-Church. It's linked on my site. And I also do thrift fashion and vintage goods. Like, I'm really into like vintage. I'm really into frugal fashion. I don't like paying a lot of money for clothes. And I think I like to have my money where I can like see it, but also experience it, because clothes is just like, clothes are ever going to be evolving. They're ever going to be there. So I'm just frugal with that. And in addition to me doing it for me, I style other people. I personal shop for other people. And I have a consignment thrift shop called J Gems.
Awesome. That was a lot. We're going to tell y'all. I love it. That's why she's here, because she's going to help us. She's going to help us today. We should get excited about the help. And we're going to let you know how to connect with her at the end. So welcome again, everybody. Please share this. We are getting into it. What you wearing? Did y'all see the flyer? Did y'all see the flyer?
That was a cute flyer. And everybody kept saying, "Oh, that's the chat."
That's the chat. Look, hello, beautiful. Now, okay, before we even get there, I want to play a game that we played last week. It was really cool. Never have I ever. So, Jazz, this is how we're gonna play it because we're playing with everybody who's up here.
Okay.
And if you have done this particular thing before, then you're gonna give yourself a 1. But if you've
Okay.
never done it, then you're gonna do 0. Okay? Are y'all ready? Make sure you put a 1 or a 0.
So do I keep
You
my
ready,
fingers up?
Jasmine?
Do I keep my
Huh?
fingers up for each one, or I just put it down after that?
Yes. You
Okay.
can keep your fingers up.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. Never have I ever. We're going in hard. Not yet. I'll go easy first. Never have I ever ran a marathon. I ain't ran no marathon.
I've been running for Jesus a long time. That's it. That's it.
Right. Have anybody online ever ran a marathon? 0 1 0 1. Okay. Here I go. Never have I. Huh? Okay. 0 0. We see some zeros coming in. Never have I ever slept outside for an entire night. Okay. Okay. Never have I ever lied about my age. All right. I think we got 3 more I'm going to do. Okay. Ooh, this is a good one. Never have I ever had sleep paralysis. So that's when you like can't move and you're awake. Has that ever happened to you?
No, I hear about it, but that's never happened. It's weird. Well, if it has, I don't remember, but I can't like remember it ever happened to me. But I do hear a lot of people talk about it.
Yes, it's the worst. Okay. Never have I ever received a lap dance or given a lap dance.
I'm saying, well, she's married, so she can do whatever she wants.
I'm married now.
She's married.
I didn't say what happened before I have to put it. It's just a question, right? I'm just saying. Okay. How about this is the last one? This is the last one. Never have I wanted to be on a reality TV show. Ooh, I see some other ones too. I see some other ones about that lap dance. It's okay, y'all. This is a non-judgment zone.
Right.
Woo! Okay, we're gonna put it down now. We're gonna put it down now. I was gonna ask another one, but we're gonna wait. So let's get into it. What are you wearing? What are you wearing? Hey, beautiful. Now, Jasmine, I want to know if the people, or maybe even you, have y'all ever experienced that text? Let's see. What?
Absolutely.
How? Hey, beautiful. How are you doing? I'm doing good. And then the last question is, what are you wearing? If you've ever experienced it, go ahead and say, "Yep, I've experienced it." Just put it yes. Yeah, just raise your hand. I'm raising my hand. I've experienced it. I didn't say what you text after that. I'm just saying, have you ever experienced it? What do you have to say about that, Jazz? When you experienced that?
I just think it's so weird. It's like almost like someone asking you to send them a picture. Like those are just things that are really weird to me. And I feel like sometimes guys, well, I mean, we do it in different sections, but I'm guessing we talking about when a guy asks you. So I feel like sometimes guys just do it like really random. Like they'll just meet you and like hit you up at 11 o'clock at night. Oh, so what you got on? The whole armor of God, sir? Like,
Right, right. The whole armor of God, sir.
yeah.
Right.
I just feel like even when I was like not maybe living like the best of my walking out my salvation the best, that was never a question. It's just weird. It's awkward. It is always like feel really
Yes.
awkward. Just looking at me a certain type of way when I'm in your presence, or like I just never liked the question.
Right. Well, I'm glad you and I are not the only people who have experienced this. I see some people on Facebook saying yes, right here on Instagram. Yes, they have experienced it. And like Jasmine said, she said the whole armor of God, sir. And so it's really about your response. And it was so funny because when I got the flyer, you said around 11 o'clock. The flyer in this text message was 8:30. So it don't even matter what time you get the text, but it's coming. So I have a question for y'all. When you get the same question that I asked to Jasmine, when you get a text like that, what are some things as Christian women or Christian men that you can respond with to make sure that you're not yielding to your flesh? I'm gonna wait for the chats to come in because Jasmine said she was like, I have on the armor of God. That's which is good. What else can we say, or what else can we do? Because everybody knows that that type of text message is what? Opening your eyes to other things that you probably don't need to see. Can we just be real? Like, can we just be real?
She
All
said,
right,
clothes.
Michelle. Yeah, there's some clothes. I got on clothes. And then, sometimes they'll be like, what kind of clothes? You know what I mean?
Awesome. Why are you like this?
So you would just ask them, why are you like this?
Like, no, I wouldn't even ask them why you like this. Like, literally, I would be like, give a smart answer, like I said, or I would just ignore the question and keep like going in the conversation if I didn't ignore the person totally.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ignore them. You're not the one. Somebody said that there's an echo, so it might be from your volume, Jazz, on the Instagram or one of the other ones that you have the.
Y'all still hear the
I
echo?
hope y'all can hear us. Let us know if the echo's better, please. Okay. All right. I hope it's gone. We're gonna keep going. So she was like, someone said my business. Lydia Ford said my business. What you got on my business? I think what's important too is that when you're in a situation like that, you have to. Okay, someone said I don't hear the echo. Okay, thank you. I think that when you're in a situation like that, you have to not want to fall to the temptation, right?
That's true.
Because if we be honest, sometimes you might want to fall to the temptation. Sometimes you do fall to the temptation of, oh, what you got on. And the question is, why do we do that? Why do we fall to the temptation? Because you have to not want to fall to the temptation. Mm-hmm. So why do you think it's easy to fall to the temptation of what are you wearing?
I think it's a couple of things, right? So I think that sometimes we just think that like if we play around with the idea, nothing's gonna happen, but that's not necessarily realistically because the Bible says to flee from youthful lust, right? To move from temptation, not to run to it. We're not running into temptation. And some people think that some people move in their own strength, right? So they think in their own strength. Like if I just play around with this text message, nothing's gonna happen. But that's playing a dangerous game because you never really know. Like that's giving yourself too much authority. We have authority over our flesh through Jesus Christ, but this flesh is no good thing in its flesh. So at any given moment you could slip. I think the other thing is sometimes as women, you feel like if you don't play into that or if you don't fall into that conversation, you're gonna miss out on his God. But if he for you and he really wants you to live the right way, you won't even need to have that conversation. And sometimes even in church, these guys have try to give you certain baits to have conversations. And really sometimes they testing you, sometimes they being foolish. Like, all right, let me see how she's gonna respond to this and I'm gonna see how I'm gonna treat her. Which is sad. Like you should treat people, you should treat women the right way regardless. You shouldn't want to tempt them or cause them to fall. But that's the truth of the matter. So some people, sometimes it's like an insecurity thing, like, oh, this is the only guy that's kind of looking at me, or this is a guy I really like and I don't want to lose out on him. So I'm going to play into this. And for some women, like we just find fun in that game. Like I just don't find fun in that game because I don't want to slip and fall by accident.
Right. Hallelujah. That's good right there. Somebody should say, oh, I don't want to slip and fall by accident. So I ain't even going to play with that. That's so good. How about y'all? We are good enough, right? You don't have, I love that. You don't have to test the waters. You don't have to think that this is the only person that's for you. The devil is a liar. You are beautiful and fearfully and wonderfully made. Your worth is beyond rubies. No.
Sorry. The other thing too is to take heed unless you fall, right? Which means like even if I've never had that issue before, I'm still mindful. Like, I'm gonna take heed of it, like, because I don't even want to accidentally fall. I don't. And then the other thing is, I don't want to offend the brother that's on the other line. I don't want to offend you and cause you to fall either, because I can tell you when I'm wearing that might cause you to fall. You might have lust issues. You might have pornography issues. You might have temptation issues. I don't even want you to fall.
Hallelujah.
So it's me but you too.
Right. And it's let me see. Someone said they're testing the waters. I love that. She was agreeing with you, Michelle. And then Lydia said, I have to drop my if I have to drop my standard, he is not it. Yes. That's so true. He is not it. And I think so many times we see people and dropping the standard just for a moment, just for a moment. And it's not worth it. So I just want to let you guys know, just say no.
No.
No is a complete sentence all by itself. No. And then how about, and Jasmine already put on this, but she said, said, I have on the whole armor of God. Start talking about something else. Start talking about the word.
Yeah.
If we really are trying to be holy, if we really are trying to live a standard and be the Christian that we're supposed to be, then be the standard even in private. Help us, Lord.
Sometimes, like, one thing I hear about from a lot of women, a lot of young ladies, is like, they don't want to come off too deep. Like, oh, I don't want to be too deep. No, we're going to be deep, bro. Because it is not even being deep. It's just having an honest conversation. You're asking me what I want to wear, and I'm very frank and straightforward. Like, even my dad sometimes will tell me I'm too straightforward with men. But, like, if you're asking me that for what? Why is that conducive to this conversation? How is this helping us? Like, are you asking me what I'm wearing because you want to figure out, like, what I like to wear so you can buy me something? And even in that, we can have that conversation, like, face to face. You can figure that out. You can ask one of my friends. It doesn't have to be a conversation with me. So just, like, be honest. Sometimes women are too afraid to be honest and have that conversation because they don't want to come off aggressive or, like, super assertive. And it's just like, no, like Lydia said, you have a standard. Keep that standard. Why? Why you need to know? For what? Like, if the avoidance thing is not good for you, or you trying to skip it and they keep going, why? How is that going to help this conversation? Like, what avenue are we going down? How is this conducive for either one of our salvation? Tell me.
Right. Right. And that brings up something else too. Like, what type of person is sending this text message? Like you said, are they sending it because they want to buy you something? But are they even saved? Are they a Christian? Because you can't uphold the standard with someone who don't want to uphold the standard.
This is true.
I'm just saying. So what you wearing? What you wearing? So I want to get into a little bit of the fashion. Let's talk about dress, Jasmine, because
my favorite.
I am who I am, and I like what I like. And I don't know, y'all let me know. Now, I see sometimes my sisters in Christ who should be models for the kingdom, sometimes being models for their other things that they want to share and expose. And is there a way to dress and still look good without showing everybody everything? Is that possible? Because I just wonder sometimes if when the women of God go outside their homes, what are they trying to attract? I just wonder sometimes.
No, I do.
What are we trying to portray?
So I think that's a lot of things too. Right, sorry.
No, and then we get upset sometimes when certain people try to talk to us, and why we can't get a man of God who will respect us.
See, but all right, so I teeter-totter on that line, right, of why we can't get a man of God who respects us, right? Because I haven't seen women who dress nothing like I would think is holiness or, like, modest. They wifed up. They got husbands. Like,
my God.
right? And I'm out here trying to stay covered up. I'm trying to keep my crew necks and jeans. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I understand what you're saying, but sometimes I don't like that statement only because it makes other people feel bad. Like, oh, so I can't get a man because I'm this way. Like, yes, you should be dressed in a certain way, or the Holy Spirit should convict you. But I don't want it to come across like I'm saying, like, oh, because you dress like that, you're never going to get a man. But I totally honestly what you're saying. But I think that I'm the same way, right? So a couple of things that come to mind for me, right? A lot of people want to do them and do Christ, right? Like, but you literally have to die to yourself daily, right? And so this is something that I learned just from singing in the choir at church, right? Or just doing things at church. I hate wearing black and white. Like, I hate wearing all black, right? I hate it. But on the flip side, you know what I love? I love habits. Like, I don't wear a habit, but I love habits. You know why? Because of the level of order and the level of the person who was in the habit having to die to themselves and hide themselves under that habit so that you only see Christ. Now, let's be serious. Of course, a lot of ladies, especially African American descent or like people of color, we're hippie, we're curvy. Certain things I put on, no matter what I put on, you're going to see me. Like, I don't care how close it is. I can't hide certain things about me, and that's just that, right? So, but I am conscious about what I wear. Like, I'm conscious about putting on shapewear, not because I want to be skinny, because I don't want to be jiggling all over the place. And that's not because of anybody else. That's because I don't like to see it. Like, I don't like to see me jiggling. I don't like to see other women jiggling. But it's not because, oh, church taught me this, or because churches have taught me that. But it's just like, that's not why I do it. I do it because it's a personal conviction of me that I don't want to give anyone any extra imagination than what they need to have or what I look like. You already can see me. Like, I'm hippie. My waist goes in, my hips go out. Like, I'm a big girl, but I still have a shape. So to me, I think that sometimes we busy trying to do us and do Christ, right? And when I say that, I mean, some people say, oh, God love me how I am. He gonna take me how I am. But it's just like, if anything I'm doing is gonna offend my brother, again, back to the same scripture, if it's gonna offend my brother, and this is not just, and I know a lot of people like, oh, why it's such misogyny in the church, why we gotta dress such a way because men don't dress a way. I think men certain things that they wear in churches wrong too. Like, I shouldn't be able to see your whole print in your pantsuit. Like, I shouldn't be able to see all your, like, it shouldn't be so tight. So I'm not just saying it's something, but I feel like sometimes we lean too heavy on that, oh, he's a God of grace, he's gonna cover us. And it's just like, it doesn't just go for church or being a woman of God. If you walk into the office for an interview, you want the person that's interviewing you to see you a certain way, right?
Yes.
Even me personally, as a business owner, one thing I'm trying to be mindful of, even with Corona, is like not walking out my house looking any old type of way. Because I'm just walking my house looking crazy just because, like, I'm tired, I don't feel, but I have to get stuff. But what if I ran into somebody I could put a check in my hand when I'm in the street, but they don't talk to me because I'm out here looking crazy? I look like I don't have no sense of pride, no sense of self. And I think that sometimes in the church is the only place you get pushback about a dress code. Because if your job is paying you every week, you're going to put on that dress code. If you are going to a gala, you're not going to wear jeans. You're going to put on that. If you're in a certain esteem or a certain etiquette or a league of people, you're going to wear the dress code that's required for you. You're not going to say, oh, this is dumb, this is stupid. God wants you to be who you are and uniquely show who you are. But also die to yourself, because sometimes that's like pride and us being like, well, I'm gonna do what I want. And like, I know as a female, as a woman, when I walk past the mirror, if my mind is on, oh, this looks nice on me, I like how this compliments my body, or it's like, I'm gonna see X, Y, and Z at the convention, so I want him to see how I look. It's about your heart, right? It's really about where your heart is at when you put that outfit on. Some people just don't have nothing else. It's Corona. We gaining weight. We still trying to put the same clothes on. We might not want to buy more clothes. I get it. Get an extra girdle, sis. You'll be good. Like, but it's about your heart posture and why you are wearing what you're wearing. Because even I have a few friends that are influencers, right? And sometimes they have to put on bathing suits. Now, I see some bathing suits of some people, and I'm like, they could have did that better. And I see people wear bathing suits, and I'm like, oh, this is still classy. Like, you got a 2-piece on, you showing skin, but I don't feel like you're giving me like into the bedroom vibes. I think that's what is your motive and your heart's posture when you get dressed? Is it like, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do, God accept me, I don't care what y'all say? Or is it like, Lord, I don't want to offend anyone, whether it be male or female, I don't want to cause anyone.
That's right. I love that. I love that. And your heart's posture. That's right. Your heart's posture. I love it. I absolutely love that. I think that's key to take away. Um, when you look in the mirror, when you're taking your picture before you go out the door, whether, like you said, church, job, or just in the community, what is your heart's posture? I mean, we know though, Jasmine, like we know and men know. Like we're not gonna sit up on this live and act like you don't know when you
No,
put
we
that
do
on.
know
You
completely.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wanted to say something. This is a male standpoint. He said, "Come on,
I see.
your attire is a sign of what you're advertising." My
Mhm.
God. And then someone else said, what was it? I missed it. Someone else, when you were talking about the habit, and for those of you that's joining that may not be know what she's talking about. Church of God in Christ has a attire for missionaries or evangelist missionaries in ministry, and you wear it for ceremonies or if you want to preach or minister. And it's a habit, and it's plain,
Right.
and like you said, it's totally plain. It doesn't draw attention to any parts of your body. It is specific for ministry. But something you said after that, Jasmine, was that even if you don't have that on, I think you're still a model for the kingdom. So what I wear should not let you stray away. It should not uh, uh, tempt you or make you want to. Uh, Take a little sip or a piece. No, no, no.
But can I add to that too? On the flip side of that, it also shouldn't push you from Christ or push you from the church, right?
Yes,
Because I feel like sometimes we don't teach like the happy medium, right? Like
yes.
some people who are not Kojic, who are non-denominational, or whoever, with the same fervent fear for the Lord, and they'll put on sweatpants and a t-shirt, and it still be good.
Mm-hmm.
So I know in this case what I'm talking
Absolutely.
about, but I know like sometimes I don't want our attitude on the reverse to be like, oh, she came in church, she wasn't dressed right, like. And then some people can feel that who aren't believers. Because I know for us, we're talking about like necessarily believing the people who know better. Like if you know better, you know better. Like let's get it together.
Mm-hmm.
But I also don't want the way I dress or how my attitude is and how I dress to come off to people like, oh, I'm too stuck up to be approached or that I can't do to that
Absolutely.
person too.
Absolutely. And I think that the other point you brought up is, I love it. Chucky said, "You are a billboard for Jesus Christ." Christians, we are a billboard for Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Wherever we are in the marketplace, when we post pictures, we are a billboard. And I think what's key is this representative of Jesus Christ in a non-judgment zone, and only you can answer that.
Yeah.
Like only you can answer that. Now, I can't answer that, but if I see you in the something and you doing things with your lips and you looking something, you know what I'm saying? That don't represent Jesus to me. But that's
It
just me.
provocative.
What you say?
I said it doesn't. It's provocative. And I feel like we know that. Like we know what's provocative and what's not provocative. So I feel
Yes.
like sometimes we want like this baby gospel. That
Yes.
no, you at this point you know better.
Yes. Absolutely. Look, our media specialist has found a picture of me in my habit. I don't know if he has it up, but we have to show it at
Oh, I have
some
it.
point.
And you know what's crazy though? Even with the habit, like I know people like who have bodies, and you can still see their body and habits, but it's just like
Yes.
it's
Yes.
still getting to a level, and it's like a respect level. So it's just like again, it's about what message are you trying to put across? Like, and like, where
Yes.
are that about when you're trying to put that message across?
Exactly. I think look, y'all see that?
Come
Y'all
on,
see
mother.
that right there?
No.
And
Why
my hair was red.
no?
My hair
Head
was
to the
red.
toe.
My hair was
Oh,
red.
they gonna get you for that white hair right here. But
Right.
like,
So I don't know if y'all have any questions. I love the comments that are coming in. We want to give you a moment to Jazz. I don't know if you have any tips that you want to share, because I know you're into thrifting, and also, just anything you want to share. Maybe 3 tips you can share for the Christian woman or person who's looking to maybe try something different. Anything you want to share?
I would say be you, like have inspirations, but be yourself. Like, and I say that because, and I can only again go back to our information. We're Kojic, so I used to see people like with all these customs and be dressing so nice. But again, I'm frugal fashion. Like, I will buy custom hair, but realistically, am I gonna pay $300, $400, $500 for a dress that I'm probably not gonna wear again notes anytime soon? No. So just have inspirations. Like I'm inspired by like some of the older culture women. Like I love sequins and beading. That's my go-to. You know, if anybody sees me, sequins, colors, and camouflage, right? So find out yourself. So I would say like have inspiration, but be yourself. Find your own personal style. And for some people it happens right away. For some people it happens over time. But don't let anyone shape your style except for you and the Lord. Like, because that's what you have to answer to. If you marry, you might have to talk to your husband, see, like, you know. But realistically, it's only you and the Lord. The next thing I would say is shapewear is your friend. It's not for your grandparents. Like, right now, once we finish this live, I'm gonna do some content. I have a girdle. I have like a squeam, a camisole, a slip. All those things that like when we were younger, you
Come
like,
on, camisole. People don't know about a camisole.
Like, and I mean like the shaping camisole. So I'm like smooth. And this is just this stuff I'm doing for Instagram and things of that nature. But for me, it's like that's what's important to me. But I feel like shapewear is your friend. It gives you such a smoother look with your clothing. If you gained a couple of weight and you're trying to get into that dress that you couldn't get into a couple months, I'm telling you, put you on the squeam and the shapewear.
Yes.
Chucky is good. Put on squeam and some shapewear. I promise you can get into it. Yeah, and a girdle, I promise you can get into it. Get you a good shaping slip. I promise you, you're gonna be good. You can get into that dress, do some workout, and you'll be good. And the last thing is,
hold on. While you think about the last thing, tell us. Can you tell us some of your favorite shapewear lines? Is there a favorite that you? Yes. Help us out, girl. We need help.
My key one, like if I really want to be super snack, now y'all might not want to be like me because I'm gonna tell you, I do a lot. Like, if I have something that's like bodycon-esque, like it's more fitted and it's not more giving, I put on a squeam, which is like I guess like a cincher. So I put on a squeam, it has 2 straps, and you cinch it right here, and it kind of shapes you. And then I put on shaping shorts by so Squeam is the name of the company. It's SQUEEM, and you can find it on their website or they're usually in Fashion to Figure. I got mine from Fashion to Figure.
We write all this down. Hold on, Fashion to Figure.
Yes, I got mine from Fashion to Figure, and it's SQUEEM.
SQUEEM. Okay, we got it right. Okay.
And then after I put my squeam on, I put on shaping shorts. I like Miracle Suit shaping shorts, and then there's a company out here called Primark. It's like they're recently starting to pop up in the United States, but their shaping shorts are like the best shaping shorts for somebody that's on a budget. So like if you're just trying to try them out, you're not sure what your size is yet, they're like $7, but they hold you so good. The Miracle Suit is a little bit more pricey. It's like $55, $56, but it's like a good hold too. It's like a good investment piece. Like shapewear is an investment. So if you're just complaining about the size, it's really about an investment. So do you want to keep getting cheap shapewear and have to keep buying it, or do you want to get one good piece that's going to last you a year or two if you wash it right? Because you got to wash it right. Either hand wash it or wash it like a delicate cycle, hang it up, and you'll be good. And then my other last go-to piece is, 2 more go-to pieces I have a shaping slip. So after I put on a squeam and a girdle, I put on a shaping slip. So the slip kind of helps so that all the line from the girdle and the squeam are not showing. It just kind of smooths you out, and you're good to go. And then if I'm not wearing a dress, but I'm wearing like a shirt and some pants, but I don't want my little bottom part to show, I put on like a shaping camisole. So they have them with the skinny straps. They have them with thicker straps. They have them like though my favorite one again is from Primark. It has a V on one side and a scoop on one side, and it's reversible.
Okay.
So and shape.
Did you say Prime Mart?
Yeah. So it's PRM. Well, some people call it Primark. So PRIMARK.
Okay, we
And
got you.
yeah, but if the company that's most likely that you're gonna find, no matter where you are, is Miracle Soup. Miracle Soup, they sell in Target, they sell in Burlington, they sell it in Macy's. That's like they're a really good company. They have camisole, slips, shorts, girdle panties, everything. And they're not pricey. They're like the medium price ones. So I feel like almost anybody can afford them. Especially if you go to like a Burlington or Ross or something like that. They always want stuff for like $9, $10, $20 top, maybe $25 tops. But those are like my pieces that I go to, even in like my day-to-day wear for like work or just doing something that's regular. Yes, Primark is good, Lydia. Even in my day-to-day stuff, that's what I put on. Like if I'm getting dressed for church. So this is my third secret right here, right?
Okay.
Ladies, this is if you do not want to have a whole bunch of girdles on, or you don't. Sorry, if you do not want to have a whole bunch of. Oh, that's my daughter. So sorry. Okay. Hello.
Okay.
Am I back? Okay.
Yep,
If you
here.
do not want to have a bunch of girdles on or slips, still probably the camisole free shirt. But what I do is I love a cinch waist dress or a cinch waist skirt. So that means it's like it's usually called an A-line skirt, or they call it a fit and flare. So it fits at your waist, right? So no matter how big or small your waist is, you're still gonna come in, and then it flares out, so it kind of shapes you.
I love it.
And shift dresses, because shift dresses again, they go across right here, they kind of stop right here, and then they flare out. Those are my favorite. Like if I don't feel like putting all that stuff on, it is a fit and flare or a A-line or accentuate something for me, because it helps.
I love it.
Yeah,
that's so good. So you told us to be yourself. Shapewear is your friend. And did you have another a final tip for us about what you're wearing? You were thinking of it, but then I started asking questions about shapewear because.
So all right, so it will go off the last thing I said is know your shape, right? So I'm more of, I don't say hourglass because I feel like I'm a little bit wider. I'm more of a pear, so I'm smaller up top and I'm more round at the bottom. Some people are heart shapes where they're bigger up top and they're smaller at the bottom. Some people are hourglass, they're like big, not big, but like they're one size, come in, come out. So and then you can just Google like what is my shape, and it is different. There are generators that can do it for you. There are different apps or just pages that are dedicated just to knowing what your shape is, because I think knowing your shape is a key thing about knowing your personal style. Like my personal style comes from knowing my shape. Like I know what type of pieces I wear because I know it flatters my shape. Sometimes, again, like I said, this comes from church world. Sometimes we see things that are just fashionable. They look good on other people. Or we see like the pop-in tailor that's making outfits for everybody, and we want that outfit, and it's just like, whoo, that's not for you. Like you might feel. And I try not to drag people for feeling good, but sometimes I'm like, yo, y'all see this outfit? That didn't fit right. That's not tailored to that person's body. It doesn't look as good as it could look.
No.
Yeah.
So knowing what your shape is, that's important. Knowing what your shape is. I love it. I like want to keep talking to you about fashion.
Listen, I'm here.
And helping us out. But look, y'all, let me talk about next week, because we were talking about the men and different things. Next week, y'all, the men are gonna talk. They're gonna be here. Yes, they're gonna be here. And not only that, Michelle, it's so funny you just said that. This is like a free class. It sure is. And guess what? I'm announcing. I can't wait. Before I tell y'all how to connect with Jasmine, because I hope that she's going to be a part of this as well. She don't even know about it right now. Nobody knows about it. Because we need to extend this conversation, in a more intimate setting. So I'm excited. We're excited to announce that March 23rd, I think it is, through the 27th, we are doing, for the first time ever. Y'all ready? Put I'm ready in the chat. I don't know if y'all ready. Put I'm ready in the chat. We're gonna have the men on next week, y'all. But if y'all ready for the announcement, put I'm ready. Put it in the chat. I know you don't know what you're ready
I'm
for, but
ready.
just put I'm ready. Here it is. Starting on March 23rd. Did they put I'm ready yet? I don't see no I'm ready. It's
I
probably
think
delayed.
that was a delay. You know, it's like a little delay when they.
Oh, it probably is. Oh, okay. I just can't wait anymore. Okay, I got one
Oh,
of them. Let's go.
we got one. We got one.
Here we go. March 23rd through the 27th. It is going to be, for the first time ever, the Road to I Do
Oh,
Pre-Marriage Boot Camp. Woo!
sign me up. Sign me up.
And it is going to be free. It is going to be free, but it's only going to be for a couple of us that's going to choose and want to be a part in the intimate setting. I'm super excited. It is going to be free. Yes, I'm ready. Everybody ready. I'm excited too.
I'm gonna tell my dad right now. He's trying to get me married off, so let me tell him.
Yes, and you know it says I'm a prophet. The Lord revealed it to me, Chucky. And we want to have these conversations, right? It was so interesting while you were talking. My husband didn't think I saw, but he was googling when you was talking about the dresses and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Men need to know, you know. So
yes, know what to buy your wife or your girlfriend, your fiance, the right stuff.
come on, ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And look, I'm gonna tell y'all this, and then Jasmine, you're gonna tell us how to get y'all. This is a real funny story. I'm gonna tell this story real funny. It was our wedding night, and those that don't know, I was a virgin when I got married. And so it was our wedding night, and I went to our hotel, Jasmine, with my full dress on. And before so So my wonderful husband, who is the media specialist on today, when you get married, they get to know all those things. Maybe they just didn't know before. And so it was just a wonderful time. And Chucky said, teach me so I can keep it right. That's right. No jiggling. So Jasmine, tell us how people can get in contact with you later on.
So if you can, if you're on Facebook, I'm Jasmine Davis, JAZAMINE. If you're on Instagram, I'm at Jai Shavell, or I'm at A Single Girl's Diary, which is like my podcast page where we talk about relationship stuff, life, business, and so it's great. The podcast is themed life, love, and entrepreneurship, and faith in everything in between. So those are the ways you can find me. If you're like interested in like styling or thrifted pieces, you can find me on Instagram or Facebook at JGems. If you want to just have a one-stop shop for everywhere, I have a website. It's www.jaishavell, so www.jaishavell.com. You can sign up for the mailing list, and it'll be reopened on March 1st. So you'll have one central location to meet me for everything.
Awesome. I love it. Let me get you to tell your website one more time, because we want to make sure we put it on the stream. Okay. And then we'll drop your Instagram handles later on after the stream. So can you say it one more time?
Yes, ma'am. So my my website is www.jaishavell.com. So it's www.jaishav as in Victor, ELL.com.
All right. I think Lydia put it in the chat too. So thank you.
Thank you, Lydia.
Chucky, I was talking about girdles. Lord have mercy. I'm not trying to be R-rated on live. I was just talking about how important it is for men to know as well about women fashion. Just like us, we want to know what the men like too. So anybody have any questions or comments before we close? Jasmine, thank you so much for being on. I just want this. Oh, say it again. I'm sorry.
I said thank you. I enjoyed this conversation so much.
We need to continue this conversation, you know, and I think it's important too for people to know we're not coming from a judgment zone place, but we're just trying to help, you know. If you want to do better, you can learn and do better and know, right? Anybody have any questions before we head out? Please follow Jasmine, support her. She is a creator. I just even more subscribed to your podcast, so I'm excited about that. And I gotta go check out and purchase some merch because I believe in supporting.
Thank you. I didn't know you had one going on too. I'm like, dang, Rhonda got a lot of stuff happening. So I'll be next week too with the men.
Thank you. We're excited. I think it's let me count. 1, 2, 3. I think we have 5 different men coming on next week. Some married, some single, but they're gonna be talking about the church girl, the Christian woman, some of their experiences. Yes, it's gonna be fire. I'll be like, oh Jesus. So we have we have a moderator, and then I'm gonna be up there as well. So it should be really good and very informative. So Charles, Lord, I'm about to go. Everyone have a great night. Thank you again, Jasmine.
Thank you.
Until next time, you guys make sure you go follow her. Love you so much. Have a great one. Bye.